Now, the three laws of motion and how you can apply them in your life to make your life better. The first law of motion. First of all, the laws were discovered by Isaac Newton. They are laws of nature. So, when it comes to laws of nature, you have to know that God made those laws and He kept them there in nature so that you can learn from them. Si lazima ukue eti sasa ulipita physics ukaenda kukuwa engineer or something. No, you can learn from nature and apply those laws in your own life so that at the end of the day you can be able to, to advance your intellect, and you can be able to open up your mind into a higher level of wisdom. The first law of motion is a body continues in its state of rest or continuous motion unless acted upon by an external force. What does this law try to say? That if you are running or a vehicle is moving at 100 kilometers per hour, the only way that vehicle can change the speed is if you step on the accelerator, which in turn now increases the revolutions per minute inside in the engine, and then that translates into more motion. Or if you're just sitting down, you will continue sitting down there until something happens. Somebody else comes and raises you up or moves you from wherever you are. Now, what is this law trying to teach you about your life? Think about it. There is no way you're going to make progress in life if you don't put in effort, if you don't bring in a force. Sometimes you're just sitting there. There's nothing you can do about your situation. Somebody else has to come and rescue you. Somebody else has to come and rescue you. Somebody else has to come and push you. Somebody else has to come and pull you. You could be moving at a very high speed, but in the wrong direction. You will need a force to bring you back on track. And on the flip side, if you're moving at a very high speed, or if you have taken a certain direction, a certain decision, and you decide to go, just go. There is nothing to stop you. The only external force that is allowed to stop you is the force of God. All these others is mere noise. The second law of motion is that the force on an object is directly proportional to its mass, and acceleration. Now, what is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of speed. So, if you are moving at 10 kilometers per hour, and then you have changed that to 50 kilometers per hour within 5 seconds, then your acceleration will be 50 minus 10 divided by 5, which is 8 meters per square second. I want you to understand that. So, your acceleration is how fast you're changing your speed, how fast you're moving. Now, if you talk about, now, that is the part of acceleration. Your mass now. How heavy are you? How big is your name? If you're in a certain career field, how knowledgeable are you? How influential are you? Those two things will influence how much force you exert in this world. And that force will then determine how well you will be moving in the right direction. So, focus on increasing your mass, not physical mass. Sisemi muende muadi weight mkwe 100 kgs or something. No. Increase your mass, increase your knowledge, increase what you have in between your ears. Increase your social capital. Meet more people, engage, and share ideas with people. And then at the end of the day, you'll realize that once you have more mass, the force that you exert, no matter how slow you will be moving, or no matter how little your acceleration will be, the force, the quality of what you are delivering will be much more compared to earlier. The third law of motion is, for every action, there is always an equal and opposite reaction. This is now one of my favorite laws in life. You know, mostly Christians, you are taught to be very cool people. Yeah? Somebody just comes, steps on your way, just cool. You don't want to fight. You're just fine, you know. You're just cool. You want to imitate Jesus. There's a joke that some comedian draws around that huyu mwenye alituambia ukipigwa pande moja urudishi pande ingine, alipigwa kidogo kidogo, ameenda. So if there is a force that is coming towards you, that is trying to stop you, you have to exert an equal and opposite reaction. An equal and opposite reaction to resist that force, resist that influence. If it is those bad friends, if it is the witches in your village, if it is your people, your close friends who are trying to sabotage your progress, you have to exert an equal and opposite reaction to resist that force, that influence. If you don't do that, then the first law of motion will act on you. The first law of motion said that if you allow that external force to throw you off, or to veer you out of your path, it is said that you will continue in that speed or that trajectory of movement unless an external force acts upon you. So this external force is what now the third law of motion is telling you: resist that force. Otherwise, you will be thrown out of your path, out of your career, out of your position. If you are a leader somewhere, you'll be thrown out of your path. If you are a leader, if you are a teacher, or anything that you do in this life, if you are a businessman, resist that external force and you'll see yourself going places.